Hey, what's up guys? Dan here and welcome back to another Amazon FBA video. And in today's video, it's going to be all about finding amazing suppliers for your Amazon FBA product. And so a lot has changed since I made my other supplier videos in 2017 and 2018. And so a lot of the tactics, a lot of the techniques, there's a lot of new ones there. And so that's why I wanted to share with you guys some of the most up-to-date, best negotiation strategies and just best overall tips and things to remember in finding suppliers for your profitable Amazon products. So I hope you guys are excited for this one. And in this video, I'm going to try to cover the most amount of things possible to do with suppliers. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So by now, I assume that you've already found an Amazon product to sell, or maybe you're just at the beginning of your Amazon journey. You're searching for videos on YouTube, and you're just trying to figure out, how do I start selling on Amazon, and is this actually going to work for me? First of all, yes, it will work for you, because if you watch any of my videos from my channel, when I started, I was literally cleaning windows. I was a student, and I pretty much dropped out of school. I had $40,000 in college debt, and so I forced myself to figure it out. And so Amazon FBA was was my first online business success. I tried so many different things, and Amazon FBA was the thing that truly was the income stream that truly changed my life. And so let me tell you right now, does Amazon FBA work? Yes, absolutely. Just like any other online business, just like any other business where there are people that are making money out there. And not only money, but they're making like hundreds of thousands a year, millions of dollars a year, tens of millions of dollars a year. So, quite simply, Amazon FBA is one of the best ways to sell products online nowadays. So there you go. So I hope you guys are ready to learn. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is Alibaba.com. Now, as we all know, maybe you don't know yet if you're totally new to e-commerce, Alibaba.com is the website that we use to find suppliers. It's the largest supplier website to find Chinese suppliers. And so there's actually two. There's Alibaba.com and there's AliExpress.com as well. However, we don't use AliExpress.com for Amazon FBA because for Amazon FBA, we're private labeling, which means that we're buying in bulk and we're putting our brand name onto the product. And then we are keeping the product, we're sending the product into the Amazon warehouse, and then we're keeping it there. And then every time someone buys from us from our listing, then Amazon goes and sends out the product to each individual customer, making it passive income because we're not stuck in our garage packaging products and having to send them out to our customers. So Alibaba.com is the best website to find awesome suppliers. And on this website, you can find extremely high quality suppliers. China has really improved over the years. China has this kind of bad reputation with low quality. And of course, there's a ton of suppliers that are they're low quality and they're bad and you should stay away from them. And in this video, I'm going to show you, some things to look out for in terms of that. But there's a lot of great suppliers on here as well. It's very easy to find them. It's very easy to tell which ones are great, which ones are not. So let me just start by saying that on this website, if you look around in your house right now, 90% of the things in your house come from this website. That's pretty much a guarantee. In 2019, 90% of the things come from this website, and it's people that started companies that went on this website and they found a supplier, pretty much just like you and me are doing right now. So there's two different ways to actually go and find a product, and there's products and suppliers. And so most people, they search for products, and we can do that, and I can show you. Let's search for a spatula set, all right? So there you go, we have spatula set, and let's say that the product that we want to do on Amazon, let's say that it is this one right here, all right? So spatula set, let's say that we want to mimic a product that is let's choose one right here. Let's say that it's this one, all right? So let's say that this is the product that we're gonna try to also get, and obviously you're not just trying to copy the product, you're trying to improve it as well. You're trying to create a better listing, better pictures, better product description, but that's all for another video, and that's all better explained on my channel as well in other videos. But let's say this is what we're trying to look for. The main thing to understand is that a lot of these products, as you can see, are not the same, but this is the same, right? So this one is pretty much the exact same thing, as you can see. So what we do is we click on it, open link in new tab, and this will show us a couple of very useful things like, okay, 500 sets minimum order, $2.21, $2.46 per set. And as you can see, it's being sold here for $17 per set. So clearly there's a profit to be made, and it's not something that's insanely huge or insanely heavy to ship. It's just a spatula set. So, it makes it really, really good for e-commerce. Now, a couple of things here right from the beginning. So a couple of things to look at here. Alibaba has actually changed, and there used to be like a gold supplier and assessed supplier. They've changed it to trade assurance and verified supplier. So you can search without verified supplier, or you can turn it on. When you turn it on, you'll see that a lot of the suppliers will get taken away. Like this one right here says that they're a verified supplier, and verified supplier is just pretty much what it means is that Alibaba has like sent inspectors, and they've also paid a premium to actually get that. So you don't have to get a supplier that's verified as long as they've been in business for many years, and as long as they have a large transaction volume and they have a high amount of revenue. So I'll show you how to see that as well. And so in 2019, if we go back here, if we turn off verified suppliers and we scroll down to this one, just because this one is not verified suppliers doesn't mean that it's bad. Like I said, there's a lot of great suppliers that just aren't verified. So right here we can see they've been in business for 2 years, and so if we click on them, we already did, and if we click on their actual supplier site here, you can see gold supplier, trade assurance, on-site check, which means they've been inspected. You can see they even have a video here, which is cool. So this is their website. They've got trade assurance, which is pretty much a safer way to pay. And if we go to their company profile, we'll be able to see their annual revenue. And as you can see, their annual revenue, the first thing we look at is it in the millions? If it's in the millions, it means that they are a good supplier, most likely because they're doing a large transaction volume. Our first order is probably going to be about $1,000, $2,000, right? So they're dealing with a lot. They know exactly how to send product to Amazon if their annual revenue is this high. So that's a great sign. Also, one thing you want to kind of check out, I always kind of look for their website. So if I search up their name, Yangdong, sometimes with these Chinese names it's a little bit hard. Yangjiang, Yangdong, Beili, but it's fine. We all got to do it. Beili, Houseware. All right, so as you can see, they don't have a website. If they have a website, then that's great. Sometimes they even have a number you can call. And so what I like to do is I like to try calling them using WhatsApp. And so you want to make sure that when you're calling them, there has to be a plus in front. So it has to be a plus. And but in this case, there is no number, but that's fine. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys another way to find the same exact product that a lot of people don't know about. If we search for spatula set and we select suppliers instead of products and we hit search, as you can see, now it's showing us suppliers, right? And so you guys can see that we've got all of these different suppliers, like this one right here. That's very similar to what we want, Jiangmeng. Right, so now we're actually looking based on suppliers. We can even see their revenue, which we just talked about here. We can see the number of transactions in the last 6 months, right? And that's only transactions on Alibaba, right? So there's a lot more transactions that are going on outside of Alibaba. So that right there looks like what we want. 9 years in business, right? If a supplier has been in business for 9 years, they're obviously not going to try to scam you. They're obviously not going to try to do anything funny like that, all right? So don't even worry. Like the reason why Alibaba.com is one of the most powerful companies in the world is because they've made it so easy to find a supplier. Before this, imagine, like we would try to find Chinese suppliers on Google.com. You wouldn't know if they were legitimate. You wouldn't know if they were trying to scam you. You wouldn't know if, how reputable they are. And you wouldn't know like anything else about them, like their transaction volume and things like that. So right here, we got another one. Now, one thing to remember, and this is something that a lot of beginners on Amazon don't know about, a lot of these suppliers are middlemen. There's actually 2 kinds of suppliers in this list, middlemen and manufacturers, right? And it's very important that we always try to source from a manufacturer, from the factory itself, and not from a middleman. Because if we source from a middleman, all the middleman does is a trading company. And what the trading company does is they'll buy from the factory and then they'll sell it to us at a profit. They're just doing arbitrage. And so we want to make sure that they're actually a manufacturer. And so right here it says, if you go to their company profile, it'll say manufacturer or it'll say like trading company, right? Like this is clearly a trading company. So they're not a factory. We don't want to buy from a trading company. This is a trading company as well. So you got to watch out. A lot of these companies are trading companies and they're not manufacturers. So that's also a very important thing. So now from this list, we want to go and contact 3 to 5 suppliers at least for our product, and that's what we use, the Ecom Freedom X supplier template. I'll actually release it for free down below. You guys have access. All you have to do is go down below, click on the link in there, and you guys will be able to get it for free. And it looks like it should be here somewhere. Actually, let me see. And so this is what it looks like. Hello, my name is Dan. I'm the lead purchasing agent of Company Name LLC, so put in your company name. Our CEO asked me to contact you to inquire about working together and to establish a lucrative, mutually beneficial long-term business relationship. And so the reason why we're saying that is because the Chinese, what they want the most is a lucrative, mutually beneficial, and long-term business relationship. They don't care about short-term. All they care about is long-term because they know that most of the work and most of the headache is trying to, speak through the language barrier that they have with you, with us, Amazon sellers at the very beginning. Because after that, that's all the work up front. And after a month, 2 months, all I do is I send a message to the supplier, hey, I want to reorder 1,000 units of this, 1,000 units of this. They already know. You just send them the shipping label, you send them the payment, that's it, done. That's what they're looking for. And that way they're making money consistently every single month. And it's pretty much passive. And so that's what they want. We're an international company, and you want to put the category or niche in the United States, based out of Los Angeles, and we're just putting in any city. We're just, Los Angeles is just something that they know. We are interested in the products you offer and would like to introduce ourselves, as well as create a profitable long-term partnership between our two companies. We are interested in having you become the nationwide manufacturer of a product similar to this link. And so that's when we want to put the link of the product in here. So like I said, remember that spatula set, we would go back, we'd put in spatula set. All right, and it was this one. So you would just go, you would grab this link, and you would put it in here, all right? And make sure you hit enter. Product specifications, and for this part, you want to tell them the dimensions, the weight, and the shipping weight, right? And it's very easy to get that. We just have to scroll down, and we just copy this part right here, all right? And then you just replace that. There you go. Please enter your answers below each question in red text. Now the Chinese, the way they work is they always prefer to answer numbered questions. If you don't number your questions, they're not going to answer them. Trust me, I've tried. They just don't answer questions. They hate answering questions unless it's numbered. So what we're asking here, what is the cost of the product per unit, including custom packaging plus logo, with an order of 500, 1,000, and 5,000 units? The reason that we're asking for 5,000 units is that's actually a trick that I came up with on my own, because I realized the higher the units we ask for, the lower the price they give. So we know that if we can ask them for the most amount of possible units, even though we're not going to get 5,000 units from the beginning, we know that they're going to give us the cheapest possible price, and we know how low they can go and still be profitable, because they're not going to give us a price where they're not profitable. Right? So if they say, let's say it's $1 per unit for 5,000 units and then $3 per unit for 500 units, then we'll try to get as close to the 5,000 unit price as possible, to the $1 per unit price as possible. We know that they can do it, so we can keep pushing them, we can keep pressuring them, right? So that's an amazing negotiation technique right there, because right from the beginning, we get them to tell us the price for the most amount of units that we might potentially order. Are you able to print our logo on the product? That's very important. If you obviously want a logo, you do want a logo, you always want to have a logo on the product or somewhere, all right, on the packaging. Are you able to provide custom box packaging if applicable? So delete this question if you don't need a box for your product. If your competitors have a box, then yes, do a box. Are you able to print sticker or UPC code onto the product or FNSQ? You can actually put FNSQ. They don't really know what an FNSQ is, so you can just put like whatever Amazon label in there. Are you able to send a custom sample of the product, and how much will you charge including DHL or FedEx shipping to the following USA zip code? You can put any US zip code here, so you can put your zip code, doesn't matter. As long as it's an American zip code, the shipping price won't change. And then how long will it take to manufacture and package this many units? So that's very important. That's what's called lead time. We need to know the lead time. If they tell us 10 days lead time, then we know, okay, from today, it's going to take them 10 days to make the product, and then it's going to take them, let's say 3 to 5 days for air shipping to the United States. So we know it's 15 days, and that's very important information to know if we want to order in advance when we want to reorder our product. And now, are you able to work with DDP shipping terms via FedEx, DHL, or UPS? DDP, very important because it's delivered duties paid, which means that they are going to take care of all the customs fees that are involved, and they're going to charge us after that. They're going to send us an invoice for that. Because if it's not DDP, and by the way, a lot of the times they'll say we don't want to do DDP, you just got to force it on them. If you force it on them, they'll do DDP, trust me. All right? And then optional additional questions, you can look at that. Here, you put, please add me on WhatsApp, send me a message here. You put your WhatsApp, you put your WeChat, which is the Chinese version of WhatsApp, and then you put your Skype. And then we say, unfortunately, we do not respond on Alibaba. We only respond on WhatsApp, WeChat, or Skype. That's the best communication way that I found with suppliers. On Alibaba, it takes too long to answer back and forth. So there you go. And what you do is you literally just copy this whole thing after you customized it. Make sure you put your company name and your name. Don't leave any of these parts here. And then when you selected your suppliers, you put contact supplier and you paste it like that. Put your email address. Make sure the email you have in here is not your main email, or you're going to start getting a lot of spam from these Chinese companies. Make sure you create a separate email for your negotiations, all right? Very important. And I just saved you a huge headache, by the way, because for my first, when I first started, I put my main email in there. and it was a huge headache. I was getting emails from these suppliers nonstop, New Year's deals, Christmas deals. It was insane. Now let's talk about some awesome negotiation hacks and techniques. In terms of a price that you can expect, if we look at the spatula set here, right, we have to go back to the products. We have to look at an average of the one that we want. So we have to look at this one. So it's about, I would say take the middle point. So it's about $1 per set. This is about $2.30 per set, so maybe it's higher quality. This one's about $2. This one's about $1. I guess this is a 3-piece versus a 4-piece. And this one is about $2. So I would say since we want a high quality one, it's about $2.20 per piece. Well, now what we can do is we can go on a website called 1688, which is a very little known website, which is the Chinese version of Alibaba. On here, we can type in spatula set, right? And it's this funny looking Chinese website. And right here, you'll be able to find a spatula set. So what we do is we just go to translate.google.com. We type in spatula set. We put it to Chinese, simplified. No, we don't want to hear that. We copy that. We just copy this, put that into this website. And now, there you go. And so this price is in Chinese yuan. And so the Chinese yuan is much weaker than the US dollar. So what we can do is we can do the currency exchange on there. So, okay, this looks pretty similar. It's 5 yuan for 1,000. So 5 yuan in US dollars. And that is 74 cents. So as you can see, the price here is so much cheaper. However, you can't source from this website because you would need an agent in China. It's just too complicated. We're going to use this website and we're going to take a screenshot of this price right here like this. All right. And we're going to send the screenshot to our supplier. And then when we send the screenshot to our supplier, we're going to be like, hey, on 1688, that's how much it is. Right. And so our goal is to get, I would say, 3/4 to halfway of the price from where they started. You know, let's say they wanted $2.20 to 70 cents. Let's say we're going to try to get to $1.30, $1.50. That would be a good price where they're making profit and we're making profit. We want the supplier to still make profit because if they're not making profit, they're not going to send us anything. They're going to send us bad quality product. It's going to be terrible for our Amazon accounts, and we might get suspended from low quality and for a high return rate and low reviews and things like that. And now, guys, here's like the holy grail of negotiation techniques. And I'm so happy that you guys are hearing it right now. It's actually going to blow your mind. So what you do is when you're contacting these suppliers, you can actually request an invoice from either the supplier here on 1688 or on Alibaba. And what you can do, it works better on Alibaba because they only speak Chinese here on 1688. On Alibaba, you get the invoice, which is basically, it's like a receipt, an order form, and it gives you all of the price and how much you have to pay. And that's it. And you want to compare them. So 3 to 5 suppliers, compare the 5 invoices side by side. If one invoice has a better shipping cost than the other one, or a better product price than the other one, what you do is, let's say you found your best supplier, but they don't have the best price. You take the one with the better price, blur out their name, blur out all that kind of stuff, and then you can send it over to your other supplier. And that way they'll be like, okay, you want to blur out the factory name or else, they might have some issue there. But that's an amazing negotiation technique because you're showing them, hey, I have another factory here that's already giving me this price and it's a great price. So, but we like your product better. Can you give us a price closer to this? So there you go. That is how you find an amazing supplier for your Amazon product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The link for the Ecom Freedom X supplier template is down below. And if you guys want to learn how to make 6 to 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, you guys can go ahead and join the Ecom Freedom X course below. I am taking away the mentorship soon, and it's honestly been mind-blowing. We're doing live Q&As with the students every single week. Every Saturday, we gather together like a family and we go over our journeys, and we've had a ton of success stories. A lot of them on my YouTube channel I've interviewed already. So link for that is down below. Get in before the mentorship is gone, and looking forward to your success. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are interested in living your dream life, passive income, online business, and self-improvement. And also follow me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon.